A rookie day. Beautiful.
The pig.
Corin Rock, adjacent to Kwolyin Campground. Bloody magnificent. Very simple dinner tonight. Kelly's having noodles. Boiling some noodles on the fire. I'm going to have some cup of soup. Feeling so lazy. Nothing flash tonight. Sweet potato, pumpkin and caramelised onion.
Sounds nice.
It does. Smells like soup. far from where we're camping, there's this old church. 1950, 1955. The time stamp on the placard. Big old abandoned red brick building. This Kwolyin campsite is actually the old town. It was officially founded in 1913, but it was first discovered or first explored by a guy, a European explorer. His name was Charles Cook Hunt, and he was out here in the 1860s. I think he surveyed the rock. There's a couple of big rocks out here. The one we were at yesterday, which is Corin rock, or it was called Kwolyin. It's an indigenous word, not too sure what the meaning of that word is, but old mate Charles was out here exploring the area and surveying that particular granite outcrop about 1864 from memory, I think it was. So yeah, they had a local mechanic out here. He'd built a little, there's nothing here, everything's gone except this church. But yeah, there was a local mechanic out here, self-sufficient mechanic. He built up a little store out of old farmhouse materials and whatnot. He wasn't here for long though. That was around 41, and then I think he'd moved on further southwest out to Pingelly with his family for a few years, and then he came back, and then he was working with some farmers out here. But yeah, there's nothing here. Some old railway sleepers laying around at camp there, a few pins that I saw, railway sleeper pins, and yeah, for there to have been a town which was involved enough to have had a church built in the 50s too. For it all to be gone now is quite incredible. I find it very fascinating. Walking on the site here of the old hotel. Built 1914, this one. It was destroyed by fire. Completely gone. But you can see the footings. Obvious lines of old brick and concrete footings. Quite incredible to think that there was an entire hotel, two-story hotel here. It's just a empty piece of land with a few concrete footings on it and some old bricks and rubble, twisted metal. This hotel was sold in the 60s, so it's still standing then. I'm not actually sure when it burnt down, but it was sometime after then anyway. But yeah, incredible. Old septic tank there. That'll tell a few stories. Old WA outback history, mate. Unreal. Kokerbin rock. Kokerbin rock was formed approximately 2,600 million years ago as part of a huge mass of molten rock within the Earth's crust. Before we finish up out here, we've just come to this well. Historic well, it's called. A good example of a dry granite wall, or a dry granite built well, which are pretty common. Big slabs and big pieces of granite sat on top of each other. Stunning example. This was built in the early 1900s by that fella I'd mentioned earlier by the name of Charles Hunt. And funnily enough, his friend explorer John Forrest. You're probably familiar with that John Forrest National Park there up Bundaring. But he was around these parts as well. So it was the white fellas, Charles and John, that put this well in. But it's not totally by chance that they managed to do it. They had traditional Aboriginal owners out here that used to guide them through these areas to find where a good water soak would be, because water soaks are quite common around these big rocks, these big outcrops like Kokerbin behind us. The rain pulls up the top, the water runs off with the rain, so you have a lot of natural springs and water soaks at the base of the rock. So the Aboriginals obviously knew this, it was a vital water source for them, but they also helped these two white fellas, these white explorers, to find this particular spot, this soak for water, put in a beautiful big well that you see here, and they had water. They had a water source. Would have gone a long way for them. Really beautiful to see all this stunning history. It's incredible. Thanks. That's it from us. We're about to hit the blacktop and head home. And so that's it. So that's it, we're about to hit the blacktop and go home. I'm trying to think of a way to close this out, I have no idea how. It's a shame, I've really enjoyed this. I don't want to go home, but it's absolutely...
It's been great.
It's just been beautiful. Look, really appreciate you watching these last couple of videos. I hope you've enjoyed them, I hope you got something out of them. Hopefully if you haven't, you can get to some of these spots as well. Check it all out. It's just, what do you reckon of it out here? It's stunning, isn't it?
It's beautiful.
It's absolutely just, it's another world. It's stunning, absolutely stunning. Thanks for watching. We will see you on the next one. Cheers, Haru.
Bye.